The people of the cave. Have you ever thought that the people of the cave and the inscription were among our wondrous signs? People often forget things that happened in the distant past. Yet sometimes those forgotten events carry important lessons for the future. In the next few minutes, let's travel back in time to uncover a story about a group of young people who chose faith over fear and found an extraordinary way to protect their beliefs. This story, which dates back thousands of years, teaches us about courage, faith, and trust in God's plan. This story is told in the Qur'an, in Surah Al-Kahf, verses 9 to 26. It tells the incredible story of a group of young Muslim men who escaped persecution and slept for hundreds of years without aging or decaying. This event, also known as the miracle of the cave, is considered one of the most remarkable occurrences in Islamic history. Let's now dive into this amazing story. The story takes us back to a time when a powerful king ruled over a kingdom. This king was known for his strength and dominance, but he was also deeply involved in false gods and required everyone to follow his beliefs. For those who didn't agree, he threatened punishment and even imprisonment. Despite the danger, a small group of young people stayed loyal to their faith. These weren't ordinary young men. They were strong in their belief in one God. When they realized that their safety was in danger, they decided to run away. Their flight took them to a place with a cave. Thinking this would be their final stop, they entered the cave. Here they prayed to God for help, saying, "Our Lord, grant us from yourself mercy and prepare for us from our affair, right guidance." After making this prayer, something extraordinary happened. They fell into a deep sleep. They slept for a very long time, 300 years. And some say 309 years. Imagine sleeping for so long. During this time, they did not grow older and their bodies did not change. This was a miracle from God. It was as if time stood still for them inside the cave. When they finally woke up, it felt like they had only been asleep for a short time. One of them went into town to get some food. He used old silver coins. But these coins were so old that people thought they might be from a time long ago. This led to questions and doubts. But eventually the townspeople understood that these were the famous young men from the stories. After waking up, these young men lived for a few more days. Then they died peacefully, and their bodies were buried in the same cave. Their story became a sign and a lesson for people around the world. It showed that God's promises are always true, and that He has the power to control time. It's also interesting to note that the people of the town could decide whether to build a mosque or a monument over the sleeping cave. This shows how mysterious and powerful their story was. To this day, people wonder where exactly this cave was located. Some believe it was in Jordan, Turkey or Syria. The most popular place associated with their story is the Cave of the Seven Sleepers, near Amman. So what can we learn from the story of the people of the cave? First, it teaches us about standing firm in faith, no matter how hard it may seem. These young men were not prophets, but ordinary people who loved God and were brave enough to defend their beliefs. Second, it reminds us that time is in God's hands. The long sleep of the people in the cave shows us that life and death are in God's control, and that He can do amazing things beyond our understanding. Finally, the story encourages us to rely on dua or prayer. The young men in the cave prayed sincerely, and God answered their prayer in a miraculous way. The story of the people of the cave is a tale of bravery, faith, and trust in God's plan. It serves as a timeless reminder for all of us to remain steadfast in our beliefs, to trust in God's control over our lives, and to turn to Him in prayer and supplication. So, whenever you face challenges that test your faith and resilience, remember the people of the cave and draw strength from their unwavering belief in the face of adversity. Thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to listen to more stories like this, click on the video playlist. Until next time, stay connected and keep exploring the wonders of faith. Assalamu alaikum.